everybody. Welcome to RPM, Rock and Pop Mandolin, your destination, your site for learning classic rock and pop songs on this lovely little 8-string instrument. My name is Mike DeJong, and yes, once again, we are doing another holiday classic, another great pop rock Christmas song, this time from John and Yoko Lennon. It was originally recorded in 1971, produced by Phil Spector. Bet you didn't know that. But this was, it remains one of the classic Christmas songs from a pop rock artist. Of course, the ex-Beatle John Lennon. Certainly a very fun song to play on the mandolin, so I will show you the chords and maybe a little tremolo part that you can play along with it, because actually John does a really nice tremolo part on the guitar on the original track, so I will show you that. But first, before we get into the song, let's talk a little business. If you are new here to the site, RPM, thank you very much for checking out this channel. I hope you enjoy what you find here. We have dozens and dozens and dozens of songs for you to learn to play on the mandolin. But if you are new and haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please, if you could, hit that little red subscriber button in the lower right corner. It really helps us to continue to grow this channel. If you are a returning subscriber, once again, thank you very much for your continuing support. We really appreciate it. And if you'd like to support us maybe a little bit financially by kicking in a couple of bucks, well, check out our Patreon link down below. I also have some Amazon links there if you're looking to do some Christmas shopping. There's some recommended products down there that I have used and I will endorse for you down there. And of course, I get a small commission if you do make a purchase. But now that's enough business talk. Let's get into this John Lennon Christmas classic called Happy Christmas for you right here on RPM. Okay, John Lennon's Happy Christmas is in the key of A, and it has some really cool chords for you. So I will show you the basic chords and then some of the little licks that go along with it, and then I'll show you a tremolo part that you can do over top of it all. All right, so the main chords just simply are A, right? And then to B minor, and then to E, and then back to A. That's the first part. I'll just show you the first part now. But what you have to keep in mind in this song is it's in a little bit of a different rhythmic pattern. It goes 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and so on all through the chords. So you've got to get that 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, sort of a waltz-like rhythm in this song, all right? So as I mentioned, the first chord is an A, but it doesn't stay on that A very long. I'm playing this A voicing here, by the way. 2nd fret of the G, 2nd fret of the D, and 4th fret up here of the A string. But what I'm doing here is I'm moving this little melodic pattern on the A string up and down, all right, at first. So, all right, and you really got to press down to get a firm note out of that A chord there. So what am I doing? Well, I'm playing the A chord here, as I showed you, and then I'm pulling off this finger from the A string to leave that note open, but I'm barring it all the way across. So I think that becomes an A sus2 chord, right? And then up there becomes a sus4 chord. So what you're doing is you're going, so you're just moving there. So the A chord with the 4th fret here, A sus2 with the bar on the 2nd fret, and then get your little pinky finger up there to the 5th fret of the A string for this chord. I think it's an A sus4, so again. And then you just shift it up to a B minor chord, which is 4th fret, 4th fret, and 5th fret, like that. And again, it's the same kind of pattern, although this time, because it's a minor chord, you're only moving down a half a step here. So, right? So, all right, on the A string. So that is the 5th fret to the 4th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret. All right, so one more time from the A. Shift to the B minor. Then he shifts to an E chord, and I'm playing this one here, this voicing, and I'm starting off with the A note here. So right, so that's, again, just keep that bar down there from your B minor chord, but now you're going to make an E voicing, and you're going to first catch the 7th fret here of the D string, right? So 7th fret to 6th fret, 4th fret to 6. Okay, so one more time. To B minor. To the E chord. Then back to the A. All right, that's the opening pattern of the verses. Next, they switch to D. I'm playing the D chord here, 2nd fret of the G string, 4th fret, and 5th fret. All right, but this time, I'm not pulling off on the A string, I'm pulling notes on the D string now. So, those notes. So 4 to 2 to 5 to 4, okay, on the D chord. So it's like this. You see that? So, all right. And then you go to an E minor chord, which is really cool. And I'm playing it down here. Open, G, 2 and 2 down here. 2 on the D and 2 on the A. And then it's that movement this time, all right? Again, it's a minor movement, so it's only a half fret there. So 2, 1, 4, 2 on the D string, like this. So I just move this to here, right, to the 1, fret 1, but then I do a little shift. I go, I guess you could do it like this, but I find it easier to go like this. So watch. Right? So that, what is that? Well, that's the 4th fret of the D string and 2nd fret of the A. So one more time, the D part. E minor. So then you're going up to an A chord again, but this time you're catching that A sus4 first. This time it goes, right? So that's 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd, 4. So once again, the D part. A, sus4. Back to that D part again, the same D that we just played on the D string there. All right, and that's it for the verses, but one more time I'll show you how to do it. From the first part on the A, to B minor, to E, back to A. Now to the D, E minor, A sus4, back to the D. And that's it. That is the pattern, or those are the patterns for the various chords in the verses of this song. Now, let's take a look at the chorus. Very Merry Christmas, right? And a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear, right? So the choruses start on a G, right? You're still doing that 3/4 strumming pattern, dun, 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 like this. Right? Okay, so here. G, A, E minor, G, D, E, and then maybe an E7 if you feel brave. All right, so once again, that was a G, right? 2nd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the E. Then you go to an A chord, and I'm playing that just down here, 2 and 2, and open. Okay, so G, A. Now you go down to that E minor chord again, right? And then a G again, D, and E major, and then an E7. What's an E7? Well, you're just pulling the middle finger off your E chord here, your E major chord, not the minor, the E major is 1st fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, right? And then you take off the middle one, you get an E7, and you go back to the A. Okay, let's take a look at the tremolo part now that you can play over each of the verse chord patterns. Over the A chord pattern, you might want to do this. So I'm not doing tremolo there, it's like this. All right, so what are those notes? Well, 6th fret of the G string, 4th fret of the G string, 7th fret, 6. So, and that's played over the A chord. Then the B minor chord, you have these notes. So what are those notes? Well, the 7th fret of the G string, right? 7th fret of your G string. Then down to the 6th fret, and down to the 9th fret, and then back to the 7th fret. So one more time. Okay, and that's played over the A to B minor. Now when you go to the E chord, you can play, right? And that's kind of what I was doing with the chord itself. So like that. So you're going from the 7th fret here of the D string to the 6th, to the 4th, to the 6th. So one more time. Right? And of course you want to do a tremolo like. If you can do that. It's a little difficult on this G string. And then you finish off with the A pattern again. So from 6 to 4, 7 to 6 on the G. Then when they go to the D chord pattern, well, what I do is I just pick up the notes in those chords again. So here, when you're playing that D chord I showed you before, just like that, okay? Like that over the chord, the main chord. So what is that? 4th fret of the D string down to the 2nd fret, to the 5th fret, to the 4th fret again. Okay? Then you go to the E minor chord, right? And you're doing like that. So that's 2, 1, 4, 2 on the D string. And then finally, when you go to that A sus4 chord, jump up here. That's a really cool little part. So that's 5th fret on the A, 4th, 2nd, 4th, and then back to the D again. Okay, the D part, one more time, is to E minor, A sus4, to D. Okay? Now, you could, instead of playing, if you struggle playing the tremolo down there like I do sometimes, you might want to play it up here. Okay, so what is that? Well, again, that's just from that A chord that I showed you at the beginning. 4th fret of the A string, 2nd fret, 5th fret to 4. Then the B minor chord is 5th fret, 4th fret, 7th to 5th. Okay, so one more time. Then you're down to that E chord. Then back to the A chord again. Once again, that's 4, 2, 5, 4 on the A. Okay, and over the chorus of the song, I can show you a little instrumental part that's actually not in the original version of the song, but I could mimic the vocal part on the mando, and it sounds kind of nice if you're doing an instrumental version of this song. So over the G to the A, right, that part on the chorus, you could do... All right, so what did I do there? Well, just a simple melody starting on this G note, which is the 5th fret of the D string, and go up to the A string, like that. So 5th fret, open, 2nd fret, right? So, and then come down, right, for the E minor chord. So that's A open, 5, 4, 2, and play the full E minor chord there if you want. So one more time. Like that. Then to a G chord. And then to a D. Okay, so one more time. And you can finish it off with, which is 2nd fret here of the D, open D, 6th fret of the G, back to the D, like that, in the D chords. So one more time, the little melody over the chorus can go like this. And that is John Lennon's Happy Christmas for you here on RPM. Another fun song to play on the mandolin, and a song that always puts me in the holiday spirit. I hope it does for you as well. Thanks very much for checking out this channel. If you are new here, don't forget, hit that little red subscriber button down there in the lower right corner. And maybe you want to check out our Patreon and Amazon links down below. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your ongoing support. Once again, I'm Mike DeJong. Thanks very much for tuning in to RPM.